This next poem might reflect Jim's attitude towards being a rock star. What are you doing here? What do you want? Is it music? We can play music, but you want more. You want something and someone new. Am I right? Of course I am. I know what you want. You want ecstasy, desire and dreams. Things not exactly what they seem. I lead you this way, he pulls that way. I'm not singing to an imaginary girl. I'm talking to you, myself. Let's recreate the world. The palace of conception is burning. Look, see it burn? Bask in the warm, hot coals. You're too young to be old. You don't need to be told. You want to see things as they are. You know exactly what I do. Everything.
Now you must leave. Now you must leave. I can't tempt you anymore. Your eyes are liquid, bandits of tears. Condense all your wisdom, search in your years for an image of fever coiled in the brain of a snake. Time will tell, time will tell. Stay a while longer, an eighth an hour, part of an arrow poised in the fire. Invent new faces, these won't do. The old gets moldy, withers, dies. Your eyes deceive me. Don't believe me? I could lie. Quiet times, it's raining, curtains gone and eyes deceiving. Plan your couches, easy, easy. Play your watches mild. Quiet times, disaster out of doors, television roars. The woman on the bathroom floor. Turn down your creatures one by one and keep the peace tonight. The mail will reach us before noon. We'll mold a new day soon.
This next poem is called The Wasp. Sometimes it's called Texas Radio and the Big Beat.
I want to tell you about Texas Radio and the Big Beat. Comes out of the Virginia swamps, cool and slow with precision, and a backbeat narrow and hard to master. Some call it heavenly in its brilliance, others mean and rueful of the Western dream. I love the friends I've gathered together on this thin raft. We have constructed pyramids in honor of our escaping, for this is the land where the Pharaoh died. The Negroes in the forest brightly feathered, and they are saying, forget the night, live with us in forests of azure. Out here on the perimeter there are no stars. Out here we is stoned, immaculate. Listen to this, I'll tell you about the heartache. I'll tell you about the heartache and the loss of God. I'll tell you about the hopeless night, the meager food for souls forgot. Tell you about the maiden with wrought iron soul. I tell you this, no eternal reward will forgive us now for wasting the dawn. I'll tell you about Texas Radio and the Big Beat. Soft, driven, slow, and mad like some new language. Now listen to this. I'll tell you about Texas. I'll tell you about Texas Radio. I'll tell you about the hopeless night, the wandering, the Western dream. Tell you about the maiden with wrought iron soul.
This is kind of a romantic or love poem. Is there a moon in your window? Is madness laughing? Can you still run down beach rocks bed below without him? Your dog is lost in the frozen woods, or he would run to you. How can he run to you, lunging with blooded sickness on the snow? A kind lady has taken your poor dog in and feeds him soft milk, kindness, and white lies. How can he run to you? He's still scratching streets and searching strangers for your smell, which he remembers very well. Canaston's bride may not appear, but the odor of her flesh is never very far. And so we must know you. Why does my mind circle around you? Why do planets wonder what it would be like to be you? All your soft, wild promises were words, birds, endlessly in flight. Jim composed at least 3 poems and a song that were intended for the film Zabriskie Point. This is one of them.
L'America. Cold treatment of our empress, L'America. The transient universe, L'America. Instant communion and communication, L'America. Emeralds in glass, L'America. Searchlights at twilight, L'America. Stone streets in the pale dawn, L'America. Robed in exile, L'America. Swift beat of a proud heart, L'America. Eyes like 20, L'America. Swift dream, L'America. Frozen heart, L'America. Soldier's doom, L'America. Clouds and struggles, L'America. Nighthawk, L'America. Doomed from the start, L'America. That's how I met her, L'America. Lonely and frozen, L'America. And sullen, yes, L'America. Right from the start, then stop. Go. The wilderness between, go round the march.
This following is a free verse poem, probably autobiographical.
I get my best ideas when the telephone rings and rings. It's no fun to feel like a fool when your baby's gone. A new axe to my head, possession. I create my own sword of Damascus. I've done nothing with time. A little tot prancing the boards, playing with revolution. When out there the world awaits and abounds with heavy gangs of murderers and real madmen, hanging from windows as if to say, I'm bold. Do you love me? Just for tonight. A one-night stand. A dog howls, a car engine revs and races against the grain. Dry, rasping carbon protest. I put the book down and begin my own book. Love for the fat girl. When will she get here?
Self-examination and self-deprecation marked many of Jim's writings. It was as if he wanted to hold his life up to the light so that we could all see the irony of the human condition. This poem is called Lament for the Death of My Cock. Lament for my cock, sore and crucified, I seek to know you, acquiring soulful wisdom. You can open walls of mystery, strip show. How to acquire death on the morning show. TV death, which the child absorbs. Death well mystery, which makes me write. Slow train, the death of my cock gives life. Forgive the poor old people who gave us entry taught us God and the child's prayer in the night. Guitar player, ancient wise satyr, sing your ode to my cock, corrects its lament, stiffen and guide us, we frozen. Lost cells, the knowledge of cancer, to speak to the heart and give the great gift, words, power, trance. This stable friend and the beasts of his zoo, wild-haired chicks, women flowery in their summit, monsters of skin, each color connects to create the boat which rocks the race. Could any hell be more horrible than now and real? I pressed her thigh, and death smiled. Death, old friend, death and my cock are the world. I can forgive my injuries in the name of wisdom, luxury, romance. Sentence upon sentence, words are healing lament. For the death of my cock spirit has no meaning in the soft fire. Words got me the wound and will get me well, if you believe it. All join now in lament for the death of my cock, a tongue of knowledge in the feathered night. Boys get crazy in the head and suffer. I sacrifice my cock on the altar of silence. Here's another poem with more irony and humor.
Allora, funny, I keep expecting a knock on the door. But what's that you get living around people? A knock would shatter my dreams' illusions, deportment and composure, the struggle of a poor poet to stay out of the grips of novels and gambling and journalism.
Jim wrote poems that he could recite on the rock stage. He was the first, or among the first, to actually use the rock and roll stage as a platform for poetry.
He enters stage. Blood, boots, killer storm, fool's gold, God in heaven. Where is she? Have you seen her? Has anyone seen this girl? Snapshot projected. She's my sister, ladies and gentlemen. Please attend carefully to these words and events. It's your last chance, our last hope. In this womb or tomb, we're free of the swarming streets. The black fever which rages is safely out of those doors. My friends and I come from far Arden with music and dances. Everywhere followers accrue to our procession, tales of kings, gods, warriors, and lovers, dangled like jewels for your careless pleasure. I'm me. Can you dig it? My meat is real. My hands, how they move, balanced like live demons. My hair so twined and writhing. The skin of my face, pinch the cheeks. My flaming sword tongue, spraying verbal fireflies. I'm real. I'm human. But I am no ordinary man. No, no, no.
Jim wrote theatrical pieces combining poetry, lyrics, and music with sound cues. The Doors recorded this piece, The Celebration of the Lizard, and released it on the album Absolutely Live. The Celebration of the Lizard. Lions in the street and roaming, dogs in heat, rabid foaming, a beast caged in the heart of a city. The body of his mother rotting in the summer ground. He fled to town. He went down south and crossed the border, left the chaos and disorder back there over his shoulder. One morning he awoke in a green hotel with a strange creature groaning beside him. Sweat oozed from its shiny skin. Is everybody in? Is everybody in? Is everybody in? The ceremony is about to begin. Wake up! You can't remember where it was. Had this dream stopped? The snake was pale gold, glazed and shrunken. We were afraid to touch it. The sheets were hot, dead prisons. Now run to the mirror in the bathroom. Look! I can't live through each slow century of her moving. I let my cheek slide down the cool, smooth tile and feel the good, cold, stinging blood, the smooth, hissing snakes of rain.
And the rain falls gently on the town, in the labyrinth of streams beneath, the quiet, unearthly presence, nervous hill dwellers in the gentle hills around, reptiles abounding, fossils, caves, cool air heights. Each house repeats a mold, windows rolled, beast car locked in against morning, all now sleeping, rugs silent, mirrors vacant, dust blind under the beds of lawful couples wound in sheets, and daughters smug with semen, eyes in their nipples. Wait, there's been a slaughter here.
Don't stop to speak or look around. Your gloves and fan are on the ground. We're getting out of town. We're going on the run, and you're the one I want to come.
Desert night, voices of the fire. We came down the rivers and highways. We came down from forests and falls. We came down from Carson and Springfield. We came down from Phoenix enthralled. And I can tell you the names of the kingdom, and I can tell you the things that you know, listening for a fistful of silence, climbing valleys into the shade. I am the Lizard King. I can do anything. I can make the earth stop in its tracks. I made the blue cars go away. For 7 years I dwelt in the loose palace of exile, playing strange games with the girls of the island. Now I have come again to the land of the fair and the strong and the wise. Brothers and sisters of the pale forest, O children of the night, who among you will run with the hunt? Now night arrives with her purple legion. Retire now to your tents and to your dreams. Tomorrow we enter the town of my birth. I want to be ready.
This following poem was written shortly after the death of Brian Jones, who was a founding member of the Rolling Stones. Brian Jones drowned under mysterious circumstances in the swimming pool at his home in England on July 3rd, 1969. Jim printed the poem and gave it to people who came to a Doors concert at the Aquarius Theater in Los Angeles. Ode to LA while thinking of Brian Jones deceased.
I'm a resident of a city. They've just picked me to play the Prince of Denmark. Poor Ophelia.
All those ghosts he never saw floating to doom on an iron candle. Come back, brave warrior, do the dive on another channel.
Hot buttered pool. Where is Marrakesh? Under the falls, the wild storm where savages fell out in late afternoon, monsters of rhythm.
You've left your nothing to compete with silence.
I hope you went out smiling like a child into the cool remnant of a dream. The angel man with serpents competing for his palms and fingers finally claimed this benevolent soul, Ophelia. Leaves sodden in silk, chlorine dream, mad stifled witness, the diving board, the plunge, the pool.
You were a fighter, a damask musky muse. You were the bleached sun and TV afternoon, Horned toads, maverick of a yellow spot, look now to where it's got you, and meet heaven with the cannibals and Jews. The gardener found the body, rampant, floating, lucky stiff. What is this green pale stuff you're made of? Poke holes in the goddess' skin. Will he stink, carried heavenward through the halls of music?
No chance. Requiem for a heavy. That smile, that porky satyr's leer has leaped upward into the loam.